In the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On 2nd and 7, Watson flush to his right. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Faking the give, now Watson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. This one, and it's a fumble, and picked up by the Chargers.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They'll start out here with a jet sweep across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Room here to run. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Herbert throwing again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. From the gun, here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not seeing it happen.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Alert!
Watson now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, it's Kennedy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up fourth.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Herbert now. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down throw, Watson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Watson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the air now with Watson. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
What we've seen from this defense because their coverage, they're playing the shutdown play so far. Even back up early, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Got a man, Slayton. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
And they'll try the option on first and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Justin Herbert,
A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
and the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
He's got a man, complete.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Herbert
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he's right there on the spot, forcing incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it. for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. Up the middle they go. Kennedy, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Kennedy, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. After the run, now Herbert to throw. That's complete to Shipley. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 4 yards the pickup. First down. To throw is Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. This out quickly to Williams. And some room to roam now. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, Watson finding Williams once more, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Herbert on 3rd down now.
That'll be caught by Shipley. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter.
First and 10, it's Strong.
And some room to back. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Here's Watson.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 42. Here's Whitaker. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Going to need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Watson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, Watson. This is caught by Williams.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
They'll run on first down. Kennedy. And he's got room. And out across midfield down to the 45.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now a give right side. It's Kennedy, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get the timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go. Third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Herbert. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw, Watson.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watson. Finding Kelsey.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Watson to throw.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Watson.
And his throw is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Watson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Josh Jones.
And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Chargers, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like